Okay guys, good morning. How are we all doing? So guys, going to start heading up towards Culloden battlefield, but we're going to get a photo stop at a place called Urquhart Castle overlooking Loch Ness. So once we've got the photo stop guys, we'll head up to Culloden. We'll take 45 minutes to Culloden. You guys can follow me onto the battlefield. Then after that, we will head down to a place called Dunkeld, grab some lunch before we make our final descent into Edinburgh. So we're going to be driving up along the banks of Loch Ness guys. Tell you even more interesting facts about Loch Ness as well, and the first sighting of Nessie. There is evidence to suggest that there are actually things down there guys that we don't know anything about. Now the fact that it's got 10% saltwater content, that leads us to believe there are subterranean caverns and caves that connect out to the sea. Now if anybody knows anything about certain species of fish like salmon, now when they procreate, they return to the place where they were first spawned, and then they repeat the cycle, then they go way back out to sea and then repeat basically. Now who's to say these animals that are living in here are not doing the same? They come in here, they breed, they grow to a certain size, and then they head back out to the sea. Our own oceans, we still discover new species of sea creatures daily basically, so keep your open mind guys, you never know, Nessie could be out there. Now I don't think there's just one, I think there's lots, and they've been using Loch Ness for a very, very, very long time, and you can see why they would be using Loch Ness. I mean the fact it's 310 metres deep and 23.5 miles long. Another interesting fact about Loch Ness is every year there's something like 20,000 tonne of fish go missing in the loch. Now either they're good at playing hide and seek or something's eating them. Now if you think about the size of these creatures, that would pretty much fit the diet.
Good morning. Today is our last day in Scotland. One of the stops that we are at is Loch Ness. And Loch Ness is well known for having a monster. Will we see him or her? You never know.
Quite an interesting fact about Loch Ness is if you were to drain Loch Ness, and supposedly you could fit the world's population in there 10 times over. So that's roughly about 70 million people could fit into Loch Ness. Now, I don't know how they work that out because obviously people come in different shapes and sizes, so I'm not too sure how they worked that one out, but it is supposedly one of these crazy statistics that they throw out. Now, another crazy statistic about Loch Ness is if you were to take all the water out of Loch Ness and then you were to take all the water from the lakes and the rivers in England and Wales and try and fill Loch Ness, it still would not fill Loch Ness. So that gives you an idea of how big and deep Loch Ness actually is. Culloden battlefield is a war grave and we ask that you treat it with respect. There's your disclaimer guys. Okay. So where we are just now guys, this place would have been littered with British government soldiers. If we were standing here about 300 years plus ago, this battle site would have looked completely different. Imagine the worst storm you could ever imagine. Lots and lots of guys all standing about here, red and blazing tunics on, people shouting orders, cavalry moving up, cannons being brought up, just that cacophony of war about to start. Now one thing I want to make a point of just now is guys, it takes individuals to fight wars and battles. And every one of the people that fought and died here, they were just like you and I. They had feelings, they had names, they had emotions, things like that. So I want you to get into that mindset guys while we're on the battle site. Imagine you, yourself, imagine you'd been told that you're going up to the front line to stand there and fight on the front line and there's nothing between you and the Jacobites. You've never been in Scotland before, you've heard of all these stories about these Highlanders and how they're baby eaters and barbarians and things like that, and now you're having to walk up to the front line and stand and fight. How would you feel? Wow. Exactly. Imagine that feeling you must have guys. So many people probably really didn't want to be here, but on the British government side, if you were in commission in the British government, you didn't fight, court-martialed, shot. Jacobite side, you didn't fight for your clan chief, burnt, your house would be burnt to the ground, kicked off the land. So there's probably a lot of people who were fighting here that probably didn't want to fight here. On the British government side, you had Ulstermen, you had English, you had Scottish, you had Austrians, you had Hessians. On the Jacobite side, you had Irish, you had French, you had English, you had Scottish. So it was a civil war. Mercenaries liked to fight, they liked to get money to fight, so it was a civil war between varying houses and families and things like that. So as we start to make our way up guys, I just want you to imagine all of this area here just lit up with guys with red and blazing tunics on, orders being shouted and things like that. And imagine we're a regiment that's been told that we're going up to the front line. and there's nothing between us and the enemy.
Man, it's so hard to believe that we're all walking on this whole area where thousands of men all died. We're at Dunkfeld, and right now everyone is going out to get something to eat, and I'm quite so hungry. Might as well go over to this one place that we stopped at another place to get some food. Well, this is what I got. Some Pringles, a soda, and a couple of rolls. Looks really good. Uh-oh, so Fanta's slipping a little more. Okay. Oh, yeah, I need to use both my hands. Sorry, gotta put the camera away. I sure would love to go up there, but we probably have to go very soon. Again, gotta put the camera down. Get some of this food. Just trying to get away. I can't even walk. Sorry, put the camera down. Again. I didn't know you could get gum from your butt, or that there is butt-flavored gum. I'm just kidding. Looks like we gotta go, and just that everyone is catching up. And I think we're gonna be stopping over at Edinburgh and catching the train. Dunkfeld's a really beautiful and peaceful place. Man, I sure would want to live here. Hell, I want to live anywhere. Well, anywhere that's not so rainy. Around in Scotland. Gorgeous country.
So guys, this is us just heading down to the train station, and I shall find a nice appropriate place to let you guys off. I'm going to drop you down the back entrance, should be easier. The entrance to the train station is just there on the left hand side, guys. And I'll pull in here. Okay guys, thank you very much for coming out and stuff. Hopefully you guys have learned some stuff about Scotland, saw some nice scenery and things like that. The one thing you can do for me guys before you get off the bus, if you get any rubbish or anything, please pop it in the bin. I've heard some bottles rolling about on the floor and stuff like that. If you can pop it in the bin, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So enjoy your travels guys, good luck with your studies, and hopefully I'll see you again in Scotland. Cheers guys.
Really lucky to have you, so just another big round of applause. Woo!
Almost home. As you saw from my point of view, I decided to stop by that kebab place. And well, I got a lamb doner, and doners are pretty much shavings from a giant piece of meat. I'm back at Elms Avenue, almost home. Hello, little girl. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Well, maybe you kind of didn't, and that you're just hungry. Yep, she wants it. Better give some to her. And a lot more to me. Yeah. I'm calling it a night for tonight, because I'm really, really, really tired. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Smash the like button, not the dislike button. Take care, stay tuned for more vlogs. I will see you all later, and good night!